Hi. Hello. Welcome, welcome. How are you guys? I'm just waiting to see if anyone else will come through. Do you have any questions you want to ask in the meantime? So this live is going to be, I don't know, I'm trying to do a live on Sundays. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up with it, but I'm trying to do, if I'm doing a live, it's going to be on Sundays. I'm trying to um, sort something out in the meantime. So if I do a live, it's going to be on Sundays. It's not going to be, I don't think I'm going to be doing lives during the week, but hopefully I can do lives on Sundays. And today is my start of that. So hopefully my lives consist of, basically any questions that you may have, whether it gears towards broadcasting, camming, or texting, or just life in general. We steer the conversation where we want to steer it to. I have mosquitoes pestering my feet. I'm trying to check something real quick. Um, okay. I went outside and I think I became a tasty snacks for mosquitoes. So how are you all doing? And are you new to me or not? I'm gonna get you some water. Hold up. Mm. Oh my, it's so silent on my end. I wish I could play music, but if I turn on the music, then YouTube is just gonna me a thumbs up on the live, guys. YouTube is just gonna cut my stream. If I should play music. My science is kicking my ass while I'm at it. As much as I appreciate you sending me this, how do you feel about chatting with me here for a little bit longer, Krishna? Okay, so today I got a comment. The comment that I got had to do with, you know, she said she just joined I'm Live and she's wondering if she's doing something wrong because she is not, there's not much traffic. And the thing is, with these sites, it's on and off. Like, it all depends. It depends on how much is it that you set your live broadcast to. That's one. The higher it is, the less likely it is for someone to come into your chat. Um, it has to do with how did you spend your first couple of hours at the lowest price possible. Did you spend your hours um, making sure that you solidify any form of relationship that you may have with your customers when you're talking to them? Because if you're joining on live, you have to do a certain amount of hours at about, I think, 90 something cents per minute. And because of that, that enticed people to come into your chat room. And if that entices people to come into your chat room, when you get them in, it is now your duty to hold them for as long as you can hold them for and give them something worth coming back to. And it doesn't, it's if you join the non-nude site, then it's not nudity, so it's not the, you know, being exposed, but it's about um the type of conversation that you have, Um, and it depends on the type of personality that you have coming through your chat, right? Because you know some people like a dominant personality, and you have to be multifaceted. Like for me, well, you don't have to be. You can pick one persona and go with it. But for me, I like to be multifaceted. I like to have a broader, wider audience. So I will do the whole fandom. I will do the girl next door. Um, I will do the sugar baby because some people just love to dress up in something cute and nice and look like you're that bitch. So it all depends. And one of the thing is I can't really speak to what you did or what you're doing or what you should do because every individual there's something that needs to be tailored to them. And with that, I would have to talk to you. I'd have to get to, have a conversation with you, not via text. Because text you can only get out so much and no more. Wait a minute. I'm not that far away from you if that's your location for stuff. What are you doing right now? And can you tell me what's on your mind? Push on learn. I am not that far away from you if that is your location for stuff. Is that something that you would like to change anytime soon, or are you looking for just a friend with benefits? Question mark. Yeah, so um, I'm logged into texting at the same time. I think I probably should log out. Let me log out for a minute because I'm not gonna be live for too long. But back to what I was saying. For me to basically, hi love, how are you? So for me to basically tell you what it is you probably are doing wrong and what you are doing right, it all has to, I'd have to talk to you to see what you're doing and what you're up to. How are you, Douglas? Trudian. Trudian. How are you? What you up to? I was just basically responding to somebody who commented on one of my videos about joining on live, and I'm just basically here doing a live today, seeing how it goes. I'm trying to do a live on Sundays and to see how well it turns out, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do it every Sunday. So yeah, one of the things I have noticed as well, I don't know if everyone is experiencing this, but for me, I'm probably gonna need to send a message in my group to my company as it pertains to traffic on text chat because I'm having, hold on. really low volume for the longest time now, and it's getting pretty annoying to the point where I'm not wanting to log in, because if I have to log in all freaking day just to get 100 messages, then that's pretty annoying. I want to just log in for a couple of hours, get my 100 messages, and get out and get on with my day. So I'm probably gonna have to message them within the group, or message the coach or the CEO, whoever who's assigned to me, and ask them what's up, what's going on. Am I in a good pool? Do you need to switch my pool around and put me in a pool that is better? Because right now it's just where it's at is not it. So I'm gonna message when I get off this live to see what's going on there. But as it relates to the whole camming lifestyle and traffic, if the traffic is, it can be within your control, but then again it's out of your control in some instances. You can put it in your control in the sense that you need to go and advertise yourself on different social media platforms to gain traction to your cam room. But if you don't want to do that, and you're like me, that you rely solely on the site to bring in those customers to you, what I do, like I said, you maximize on your first few hours as a newbie. You maximize on your newbie status, because your newbie status brings you to the top of the line. You see, the thing with camming, it's not like social media. Like, you don't have to get your friends to like it. Okay, well, cool, thank you. The thing with camming and, the whole broadcasting scene, it's not like social media. Social media, it's not like social media in a sense, but it's like social media in a sense. Hi, sweetheart, how are you? Madame, how are you, honey? How you doing? So with camming, once you are new to camming, the site automatically pushes you out to everyone. Everyone. If you are on the front of the screen, you're massively advertised when you're new, and it is your duty to use that to the fullest of your potential, and you gain traction and traffic that way. So you can do two things. You can do one of two things, or you can do them both together. You can create a Twitter account, you can create an Instagram account, you can create a TikTok account, you can create all these other social media platform account, Clapper, whatever the hell you want to create. And you can create all of them, and you can advertise yourself on every single one of these platforms. And in advertising yourself on every single one of these platforms, you then redirect them to your cam site, right? So that's one way to bring traffic to your cam room, right? The other way I was explaining to bring traffic to your cam room is essentially maximizing that newbie status, building connections and relationships with um, with your audience that you gain during the time of your newbie status. Build a connection, build a rapport. It is always nice to get inside someone's head. Leave a nice impression. That way they always want to come back to you. That's what you gotta do. And once you have them, and you only have a couple of minutes or a couple of seconds to get this person hooked to you. And once you have gotten this person hooked to you, then you know you have a permanent customer. Now for me, that's an old person. When I want to bring in traffic to my campsite, what I would do, because I have a whole long laundry list of customers, and the history and how much they have spent with me over my camp career, because I have that list, and it's located on the site. It's not something that I procure myself. It's not something that I curated myself. It's something that is on the site. You can literally go into it and check it. Let me tell you where you go. So where you would go is, if you're on I'm Live, on the main screen where it says online guests. If you click on online guests, and right now there are 4 online guests that are live, and my 4 online guests that are, oh, one of my regulars is live. I probably should message him into a cam show right now. But it says I have 4 guests that are live right now. So the site actually tells you how many people who have spent money with you who are currently logged in online. And what I would do is I would go in and I would message those 4 people. And my messages that I would send would be like, hey baby, don't you miss me? Or hey baby, are you coming to see me today? Or hey honey, I miss you so much, won't you come and see me? Stuff like that. Those are things that I would say to, will them into my camera room. Apart from that, where it says online guests, it says online guest activities, so you can see what your guests are doing. And it says guest username. So if you click on guest username in I'm Live, you're gonna see a line where it says A B C D E F G. It says the entire alphabet, and you can click on any letter of the alphabet, and it will give you, once you have someone whose name starts with that letter of that alphabet, it is in bold colors. If it's not, then it's dull, so you know you're not going to click on that. Like for me, O is empty, but O is empty, X, Y, and Z is empty, but everything else is full. So I have customer from A all the way to N, and from P all the way to W that has those usernames. And I will just click on those, and I will just go through, and I will just generate a message. And then when I generate that message, which again, it could be, hey baby, I miss you so much, when are you going to come through and see me? I would probably give them a time that I would be live. Me, I'm always logged in. That's the reason why my setup is the way it is, where my bed is here and my desk is here, my laptop is here, so I can just fall asleep and wake up and start working. So sometimes I like to take naps, so I will take a nap and get up and start working. I'm lazy like that, so I set up an easy setup. It's not like I'm living with someone where I need to have my station in an area just to make it comfortable for everyone. It's just me. I can't wait to build my cam room. Well, I wouldn't call it I'm not gonna, I was calling it my cam room, but when I look at it, it's gonna be my office. I can't wait to build my office. I'm so excited about that. I'm doing everything in my power to do that right about now. But anyways, I would go in and I would log in. I would curate a message saying that, hey baby, I miss you. When are you gonna come and see me? Today I'll be logged in from X time to X time. Hopefully, Eastern Standard Time, Central Time, whatever time frame you're on, you're gonna put that in. That is very important that you put that information in, because if you don't, then they won't know how to calculate the time to their time to know exactly what time you're going to be logged in, because you need to remember that everybody's in a different time zone. Like most people are in a different time zone. But once I generate my message, and it's general, because I'm not going to personalize it to any one specific person, because then I would have to go through and personalize every single message. I do a general message, I copy the general message, and then I go and I send that general message to each individual person. And hopefully somebody bites. And if somebody bites, then I get traffic in my cam room. So it's all about you have to put in some work as well. You can't just sit back and every day and expect that people are going to come to you. Yes, that will happen. Some days it will happen more than most. Some days it won't happen at all. You'll be sitting down for 24 hours and nobody come into your cam room. It happens. That's how it is. Like, remember that there are a million girls on the website. They have a laundry list of women to choose from. It's like going to a supermarket and seeing all these berries with different prices and different quality, and then you go in. So with all this option out there, you you have to do something to make yourself stand out in that person's mind so that they always remember you no matter what. Hey sweetie, what you doing? Shamika. What? Ow, my ears itches. So yeah, you have to do something to make yourself stand out. If you don't do something to make yourself stand out in that person's mind, then I don't know what to tell you. You have to do some work as well. It's not just you just, oh, I'm gonna get pretty today, I'm gonna get dolled up today, ooh, let me get cute and log in, and then everybody's just gonna flock to your cam show. Thank you, honey. I appreciate you for that. I appreciate you for that. Thank you. I'm glad you do. I'm hoping that most people enjoy it. But so that's what you do. That's how you do that. You know, you gotta make sure that you build that connection with each individual that comes through, and you only have a few minutes to do that. You have to build a rapport. Sometimes what I do when I get someone new is I think you can tap on the screen and give hearts. I don't remember, but I think you can do that. I think they came out with a lot of new features on YouTube. But yeah, so you have to build rapport. You have to get to the core of that person in a few seconds and to make them want to come back. And you have to remember that some of these guys, they don't live on these sites. They pass through like once a week, once a month. They don't live on the site. Some of the times they'll even forget that you exist. But you have to give them a reason not to forget that you exist. So that's that. One of the things that I just got into trying out is this whole fandom situation. No, I have been doing fandom for the longest time as it relates to my camming, but there's a new way that I'm testing out in terms of doing fandom, because I heard a girlie talking about it on TikTok and talking about how she made how much money and she started with zero, blase blase. And I'm just trying it out for myself to see if it works for me. And if it does work, then I will come back with all the details to you guys. Now, she did give some details, but she didn't give a lot of details, which is something that I hate. I hate when people ask information that they give out, and then people are asking them questions and they refuse to answer those questions, and they don't even have a video dedicated to answering those questions. Like, I have videos dedicating to answering questions that people ask me, and then they ask the question anyways, and I still, respond to the question, even though I have a video literally responding to it. Like the other day, I got a comment I think it was last month. I got a comment where somebody was like, oh, they asked me some question, but I did a video on it. I don't remember what the question was, but I did a video on it. And I'm like, oh, I did a video on it. Go check out my mini series. Now, if y'all have been following me, you should realize that I have a playlist that only contains the mini series. And what she wanted to know, the name is literally in the caption, on the thumbnail, and in the title. Whatever she was asking me, it's literally in the thumbnail and in the title, and it's in a mini series. I just don't remember what date I did it, and the mini series is in a playlist. So all you need to do is go to my page, go to playlist, and read the mini series. You'll find, and it's not like I have 100 videos or even 50 videos that are mini series. I think it's about 10 videos, 10 mini series videos that I have. I don't remember, but it's not a lot. And I'm like, I said to her, well, oh, I already did a video on this. It goes, it's the video would be more in depth than what I could tell you here in message. Go check that video out. It's one of the mini series. This girl is gonna go ahead and ask me and say to me, oh, can you send me the link to the video? I'm like, I took the time to respond to you. I took the time to tell you exactly where to find it. And now you want me to stop working and go search for the exact video so I can send the exact video to you. Like, how does that benefit me? Because that video is like, the video you want in question is like 7 minutes long. What is 7 minutes gonna do for me? What is 1 7 minute gonna do for me? You know, if you go on all these girls, these YouTubers pages, and you comment on these YouTubers pages, they won't even as much as give you a like or a heart. And I took the time to heart your comment, respond to your comment, respond in detail to your comment, and you want me to do more work than that? Like I have nothing to do? How the hell did you think I got this information? I did the work. So I got the information so I could put it out there. The least you can do is do the work for yourself too. Remember, when you start making money, none of that money is coming to me. All of that money is yours, boo. I'm not getting none of it. So for me to try and help you for free, which no one else is doing, nobody else is trying to assist your ass for free. Ain't nobody else. And I have my Patreon that you have to subscribe to that, and I would give you coaching from there. So I have my Patreon to do just that, because at the end of the day, time is money, and the time that I'm taking away, I can't coach you for free. I can't do that. What I can do is, if you ask me a question, I can make a video and I can put out the video. The problem with a video is you're not going to get to ask questions throughout the whole length of the video. But if you're talking to me in a coaching session, as I'm talking to you, you can ask me questions. Like right now on a live, I'm talking. You can ask me questions on a live. I will respond to you. I will give you the answer. However, if it's a video, it's a bit harder for me to do that. Like, it's going to take up too much of my time, and I'm not getting paid to do none of this. So I'm just be doing work for free, and then how does my bills get paid? That's stupid. I had to do my own research. There was no one helping me. I had no one to ask. I had to make all the mistakes myself. I had to, as it relates to texting, I had to make all the mistakes myself. I got fired. I got dropped from a bunch of companies, because they don't even fire you. They just drop your ass. You just see your you can't log back in. And you don't even know what you did. They won't explain shit to you. The only company that I see that will try to assist you and try to help you is the one that I'm working with now. But the others, they don't help you with nothing. You just try to log in one day and you can't log in. So I made all the mistakes. I suffered losses. I've been through the frustration, and there was nobody for me to turn to, no channel for me to watch, no questions for me to ask Google, that none of that I could get answers on. No on camming, on texting, on broadcasting. There's nobody giving me information on none of what I'm doing now. And so I decided I'm going to make a YouTube channel to give the information out for free, because I know what it's like to be starting from zero and not having any assistance at all. And then I think at the time you had one female who was talking about camming, And come to find out later on in the game, like when I started my channel, I came to find out that she wasn't even doing good camming. She wasn't even making no money camming for real. She was just doing camming videos and trying to make her money off YouTube. But for real, in real life as a cam model, she wasn't making shit. I found that out. And I found that out through one of my subscribers. Like, she told me that, oh, this girl died at blase blase. But anyways, she was doing her YouTube videos about random shit. And you couldn't even ask her no questions because she wouldn't even answer them in the comment section. And on top of that, if she did answer, she's sending you directly to pay her to get the information, or selling you a course, or selling you some shit. I'm not selling a course. I'm not selling you some shit. I'm giving you everything for free. Like, that's what I'm doing. The only time you gotta pay for shit is when you need direct access to my time. Because you are subtracting away from something that would be making me money. Right? I already subtract time allocated to do these videos or to do a live for absolutely nothing. I already allocated time for that, to do these things. So please, I'm asking you, if you're going to be watching my channel, watching my videos, watching my content, put in the work and do the research. If you ask me a question and I answer it and I to be like, oh, I have a video out, the video is X, Y, and Z, go look for it. Don't ask me to search through my whole shit and send it to you. Don't ask me to do that. Because if you know me and you've been following me for a while and you connect with me on Instagram, you already know that if you ask me a question and I have the time where I'm responding to you back and forth and I say I have a video, then I'm going to go look for that video and I'm going to send it to you. But that's when I have the time. And the people who I send videos to are not people who ask me for the video link. They just ask me a question and I'm like, oh, I got a video on that. And I just find the link and I send it to them because they're chatting back and forth. Because at that time I'm on my break, I'm on my free time, I'm not doing shit. I'm not taking care of my kid. I'm not, texting, and I'm not camming. So I have the time. So I'm there just yabbing up, so I'm able to do that. So I do that not because they asked me for it, but because I had the free time, so I did it. But when you're gonna come out and ask me for it, that's gonna irritate me, because I'm gonna be like, okay, so you think I have nothing to do but to service you for free? Like, baby, my whole thing is to make money off men. And not because you're a female and I'm like, solidarity, and I'm going to try and help you to get this bag. Now, because of that doesn't mean that I want you to be deducting from my bag, because I'm not trying to deduct from your bag. I'm trying to add to your bag. So just be considerate when you're, saying shit, because that shit is annoying. But yeah, so that's that right there. But with everything for coaching gives me a more hands-on way to respond to you guys and to talk to you guys and to tell you guys what it is you're doing wrong, because I get to hear from you what you're doing, so I can tell you what you need to change. So a couple months ago, I had 2 girlies that I was coaching, and both of them started to see a little success when I was able to pinpoint what they were doing wrong and how they can go ahead and change that to maximize on their earnings. And it worked. It worked for them. Unless they're lying to me, which I seriously doubt it, it worked for them. So I'm not here spilling bullshit. I'm not here spilling what I don't know. I'm not like these people who are just spitting out shit for clout. I'm talking the real. I'm talking the real. So, and if I'm doing something, or I'm going to talk about something, or I'm going to present something, I'm not going to give the information unless I have crossed my T's and dot my I's. So with this whole fandom situation that I'm trying out, I'm not going to give you more details into it, because I need to see what it would yield for me first. And once I can figure out how it will yield for me, I'm gonna try it out for a week. Cause she said she made $250 her first day, and her second day she made 1,000, and her third day she made 700. And that's with her starting with 0 followers. That's what she says. I don't know. But she also threw in that she joined engagement groups where these girls retweet each other, blase, blase. And somebody asked, how do I find these engagement groups? And she didn't answer. She paid no fucking attention to those questions. Like, I went through the comments, and everybody, if she had 100 comments, I promise you that 98 of those comments were asking her, how do you join those engagements groups? And she paid attention to none of them. And she has 1,600. And I'm like, are those the people that y'all love to follow? Are those the people y'all love to support? People that don't help you at all? Just say shit and don't do shit? Are those the people that y'all like to... I'm doing great, baby. Thank you. Like, are those the people that you like to engage with? Or what? Like, what are you doing? Because I see that these people who ignore y'all, that's the people that gets all the support. But the people who are willing to assist you and are genuine, now you're giving me male femdom energy. Like, you want to be a sub. You don't really want to make this bag. You want to be a sub. Like, but so that's one of the things that I try to make sure that I have down packed before I do anything else. So I'm not gonna report. I will tell you that I started something, but I'm not gonna tell you exactly what it is and what's about, because I don't want to be bombarded with a lot of questions, because I really don't know anything about the topic that I'm presenting to y'all. I'm just letting you all know that I started it. So if you want to know more about it, you let me know, and I'll give you more information about it once I accumulate the information myself. Don't forget to thumbs up the live, guys. Thumbs up the live. So yeah, so she said a bunch. She said all the things that she said. I just gave it to you, right? And all the necessary information was non-existent, to be honest. Hold up. My sinuses. So all the necessary information was non-existent. And I was like, okay, cool. So here's another thing that's presented to me that I'm going to have to basically do the work for myself. Because she really gave no information. She just told us how much she made. She tells us where she went to make the money. And she tells us it's like building any other profile. That's all the information she gave. So that's all the information I have to go off of. So I'm going to try it out. I'm going to see how I do for my first week. Hi, sweetie. How are you? Hillary, how are you, sweetie? So I'm going to see how I do for my first week. And then I'm going to try it out for a month straight first. And if nothing comes off it after a month, then it is what it is. But I'm going to try it out. But one of the things that I enjoy about the sex industry, which is camming and texting and all of that, is that you don't have to do a lot to get to the top. Once you're new, you're automatically pushed to the top. But with the whole social media thing, you have to get friends and family members to like your shit first. Which we all know friends and family members don't really support our asses. I'm doing great. I'm trying to do a live every Sunday. I'm trying to do a live on Sundays between 12 to like 3 p.m. That's what I'm trying to do. Because when I check my stats, I realize that a lot of people are on YouTube, on my YouTube, between that time on Sundays. And I did put a poll out, and people said that they prefer to be on a live, to do a live broadcast on Sunday. So when I put the poll out, majority of persons says they wanted to do it on Sundays. So I went ahead with Sundays, and then when I checked my stats, the best time to do it is between 12 noon my time to about 3 p.m. So I'm trying to do that. But what am I going to talk about half the time? I don't know. Sometimes I don't do a live because I don't know what I'm going to talk about, because I don't know how many persons are going to show up. And sometimes it's y'all. I want y'all to direct the conversation, because I want to hear from you guys. What do you want to hear more of? What do you want to know about? What kind of questions do you have? I want to do the lives so that if people can't afford to do coaching with me, they have the lives to look forward to. You can write your questions down, and you can ask me your questions on Sundays, and so on and so forth. Maybe I just need to be consistent on Sundays. You had no idea I was live. Yeah, I put it in the community that I was going to go live today. So I'm gonna, maybe I need to be more consistent with it. So I'm gonna try and be consistent every Sunday, between 12 noon Eastern Standard Time to 3 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's what I'm going to try to do, because I want to engage with you guys. I want where you can ask questions so I can answer them, so you don't have to pay for coaching. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't want to, you don't have to, because this is it. Because I'm trying to help you guys. I'm not trying to take money from your pocket. I'm trying to help you to put money in. So if you have questions, now's a good time to do it, to put your questions in. I know that for texting, a lot of people have issues with staying consistent. My issue with staying consistent with texting is when it's so slow, because I don't like to be logged in all day long. I really hate being logged in all day long. I don't know how people do that. I like when the messages are coming in back to back, or even if they're not coming in back to back, it's like it comes in less than a minute. You know, I like when the messages are coming in rapidly. That way I know, okay, I just need to work 5 hours for the day and I'm done. But when it's so slow where it takes me 8 hours to send 100 messages, I'm pissed off. I'm annoyed at that point. I can't do it. But yeah. So what are some of y'all's questions for me? What are some of the struggles you are having? What are you doing? Are you in texting? Are you in camming? Are you in broadcasting? If you're in camming, what category of camming are you in? Are you in non-nude? Which non-nude is listen, like, people would think non-nude is a boring place to be, but it's really not. It's really not, because non-nude also includes femdom. Femdom is where you insult men. You insult them. You insult the hell out of them. You call them a loser. You call them worthless. You call them petty. Not petty. You call them a loser. You call them worthless. You call them no good. You just say random ish that's degrading to them, and they pay you for that. You don't take it. You don't take your clothes off. You don't do nothing but talk. You know. So That's it for that. I don't know. Like for me, that's a nice, easy way to make some money. So non-nude is a wide range. It's not just a girl next door. It's not just hee looking cute. It's a whole aesthetic behind it, and each person requires something different. Like texting can be very monotonous. It can be very boring because you're just basically regurgitating the same thing over and over in different ways. But with camming, you have so many different personalities that are coming through that it is freakishly entertaining. You can laugh about it later on. It's it's just amazing. I love it. I love it. I don't think I would give up camming for anything. People ask me all the time, like, because most of the time my channel I'm talking about texting, because a lot of the girlies on here are about text chat. So that's what I'm gonna be. My content is gonna be mainly about. If I'm asked more questions about texting than I do camming, then I'm gonna be talking more about texting than I do camming. Hold on. But yeah, so I love camming. I don't see myself ever saying that, oh, I don't like camming. Sometimes, sometimes it's like, I just logged into TikTok on my computer, and right now they're playing House, and I love Dr. House, but so I don't see myself ever being like, oh, I'm bored with camming. And on top of that, you make money that you make is so quick. It's you make a lot of money so quick, and I like that about camming. Oh, if you're not yet following me on TikTok, go ahead and do so. Sometimes I do random shit on TikTok. Sometimes I do a day in the life of random shit because it's shorter. It's a little bit more condensed, and I do random shit on TikTok. So what are y'all up to? Tell me what y'all are up to. Talk to me. Y'all are not talking to me. Let me know what's going on with all y'all. Let me know what's happening. What are we doing? Cause right now I'm cooking dinner. I'm making rice and peas and curry chicken. Am I gonna curry the chicken today? I don't know. I think I'm gonna do rice and peas and curry chicken. Oh, I'm gonna do rice and peas and curry chicken. Cooking and doing Sunday stuff. I'm waiting for my peas to soften up. You're gonna log in later? I'm gonna log in. I was logged in for a minute, but I'm gonna log in a bit later too. I'm gonna eat some food. I'm not even rushing it. To be honest with you, um, I haven't sent. I have not sent a lot of messages this month because I'm at the point where I'm aggravated with the speed. That's the reason why I'm like, okay, so when I get off here, I'm going to message them to find out what's going on because I can't do this no more. Because sometimes they put you in pool. Do you know that? Yeah, it is pretty draining. It is pretty draining. Like 5 pence, that's like cents, right? That's the equivalent of cents, right? Because if it was five, you would have said £5 if it was £5 per message. Because if you was getting £5 per message, I'm sure you wouldn't have quit it. Right, it's 5 pence. I don't remember how, like, for me, the pounds, I don't go to the penny side, I stick with the pound. But, yeah, it is really draining because, and the funny thing about it is, it's like, they're paying like $2 and some cents per message, or they're paying like £1 and some pence per message, and out of that you're only getting 5 pence, or for in my case you're only getting like, it's euro cents. Right, like for real. I always say it all the time. Why can't you 10 cents, like 10 cents, 20 cents, 15 cents even, like, but, and these people, they're spending, they're sending $2 a dollar, $2 per message. They spend $2 for each message. Or they send £1 and some pence per message. Well, I can't say nothing about that because I do 2,500 messages per week. I do 2,500 messages per week. But when I do that, I work only 5 hours per day, like 4 to 5 hours per day. It depends on the speed that you're able to send messages at. Like I said, I work 5 minutes. Like, okay, so it's 500 messages per day. So I would send 500 messages per day, which means I would need to send 100 messages per hour if I'm gonna send um 500 messages per day in 5 hours. So I need to send 500 messages per hour. Hi, sweetie. You just saw that I was live. I'm trying to do a live every Sunday between 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So in this time frame, every Sunday, I'm trying to do a live broadcast. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm able to stick with it and keep on doing it. But yeah, that would need I need an hour to send 100 messages, and I can send 120 messages minimum per hour. Oh, okay, cool. Cool. I was just talking about trying out something new with Fendom. But I'm not gonna give any. I'm not gonna give a lot of details into that until I get it all figured out. So when the question starts flooding me about it, I can answer it. Well, when I just started, the video game is your stress reducer. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do to to de-stress yourself. That's really good, I think. Well, when I just started, to be honest with you, Hillary, when I just started, I was not doing that good. When I first started texting, when I first started, I usually send like 20 to 30 messages per hour. But then as I got the hang of it and I got the hang of typing, and now it's even easier because I can do voice to text with the platform that I'm on. So voice to text makes it a lot easier where I can send over 120 messages per hour. So it will take me 4 hours to send 500 messages. And 500 messages per day for 5 days is 2,500 messages. So that's what I do. This week is, yeah, that's the thing that a lot of people, it's consistency. Like, okay, so we people talk about consistency on like YouTube and Instagram and blase. Building an audience on YouTube and Instagram is way harder than building an audience on TechSite. I was just talking about that building an audience on like Camming is way easy, because if you're just joining a site and you're brand new, the this message is held for review. Who sent a message that's held for review? I don't know. Potential inappropriate message is held for review. Okay, somebody's message is being held for review. Um, YouTube not playing. So yeah. Um, when you're on a campsite, they push you. I was just explaining that they push you so much that you get an influx. In an hour, you can get 100 followers. Like I just joined. What's it called? Um, let me tell you the name. Truffle. Truffle Live. Truffle Live has partnered with um, I'm Live. And this is how I know about Truffle Live, because they went ahead and they partnered with I'm Live, right? And I just joined Truffle Live. And I went live on Truffle, and in a matter of 15 minutes, I gained 50 freaking followers. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if that's it. But yeah, it is so easy to build a following on a campsite. It is so easy to build a following on a broadcasting platform that's, a spicy broadcasting platform. It is so easy. because as soon as you go on, you can go live immediately and people just start flooding you. Just start flooding you and start following you. And it's like, wow, whoa, you know? But when you do the whole social media bit, it takes you years to see your first 2 to 300, you know? While on the broadcasting, or like, well, for campsites, you don't have followers. I don't think you have followers on campsite. You just have people that comes in and pay you, and you can keep track of the people who sends you money. But I was having that conversation earlier, talking about all of that. But yeah, when it comes down to the whole texting thing about it too, texting is where I started off small and then I built my way up, and now I'm able to send that amount per per hour. So I just need to work for 5 hours and then that's it. I think I have favorites. Oh, I have what I have is guests. I have guests and online admirers. So if someone chooses to say that they're an admirer of mine, like they click the admirer box, then they become an admirer. But as long as they come and they spend some money with me, they become my guest. So they don't really follow me or click a follow button. They just click onto my profile, come in and chat with me. And when they chat with me, then they automatically become a guest of mine. So I have guests and I have admirers, but I don't have favorites and I don't have followers on I'm Live. So many. What I'm doing, like I was explaining earlier, what I'm doing is I'm trying out something new with the whole fandom, a new way to do fandom, and I'm gonna see how well that works out, and then I go back and I talk about it. It's in the beginning part of my weekly vlog. The last weekly vlog that I did is in the beginning part of my weekly vlog. But as it relates to making a specific video for truffle, no, because I haven't been doing truffle for a month and I don't think I qualify for, speaking on truffle so much. But I did talk about it in the first like 7 to 10 minutes of my weekly vlog, the last weekly vlog that I posted. But truffle is basically like any other stream, broadcasting stream, and it allows you to record videos. It allows you to go live. It allows you to send messages back and forth. But what they do with those, you can set those messages for paid or you can set them to free. So when they're texting you, for each message that they send, they have to pay. So you can set your truffle for that. You can set your truffle to accept video calls or voice calls, and the video calls and voice calls are, you can have those for free as well, or you can set them for paid. So they'll have to pay you whatever amount you ask for video calls and voice calls. So the upside that I've seen about it is that so far. The downside that I've seen about it is I haven't found any big spender yet. But that's the whole thing. I just started it and I went live like 3 times or 4 times already. And I think I need to stick it out for a month or so to see how it is to come back and talk to you guys about it. Because I don't want to I'm not gonna do like these other people who speak on shit they know nothing about. Right. So I'm not gonna be one of those people who talk on something they know nothing about. One of the things that I do not really like with the whole broadcasting thing is that I cannot block um, individual countries. I can only block individuals. Hold on. Whew, sorry about that. I need to go get some time. my goodness. Okay. So, I know I took a minute to come back. However, your girl has got to go make sure that her son has dinner. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Who is still here? Thank you so much. And we will do this again next Sunday. Hopefully I'm a lot more organized with where I pre-prep dinner and everything and out the way. But I didn't want to go ahead and started cooking dinner and then not come on live because then I would think that it's too late to do so. So we're not going to do that. I'm going to start doing this every Sunday moving forward. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I'm not going to say because I'm going to have Sundays that I will miss. But if I'm going to miss a Sunday, I will put it in the community tab so y'all can see that, okay, we're not going to be doing a live this Sunday. But I will also be putting up in the community tab. We'll be going live soon. And I love you all so much. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'll talk to y'all next Sunday. And I'm going to go ahead and edit my next video for my weekly vlog. So love y'all. Bye.